Hello and welcome to this video lecture for the University of Connecticut's online course, Classics and Ancient Mediterranean Studies 1103, Classical Mythology. I'm Roger Travis, Associate Professor of Classics at the University of Connecticut, and whether you're enrolled in this course or not, I hope you enjoy the lecture and learn something about new ways of looking at classics and at myth. Thanks for watching.
The second moment in Book 24 that I want to take a look at is the moment of Odysseus lying to his father. And like I said before, this is emphasized very strongly as a needless lie because Odysseus is in doubt when he first approaches his father what he should do, and he decides to lie. And this is what happens at line 315 of Book 24 after Odysseus has told Laertes that he saw Odysseus a few years before, but has no idea where Odysseus is now. He spoke, and the black cloud of sorrow closed on Laertes. In both hands he caught up the grimy dust and poured it over his face and grizzled head, groaning incessantly. The spirit rose up in Odysseus, and now in his nostrils there was a shock of bitter force as he looked on his father. He sprang to him and embraced and kissed him, and then said to him, "Father, I am he, the man whom you ask about. I am here, come back in the 20th year to the land of my father. But stay now from your weeping, shedding of tears and outcry, for I tell you this straight out, the need for haste is upon us. I have killed the suitors who were in our palace, avenging all their heart-hurting outrage and their evil devisings." Then in turn Laertes answered him and said to him, "If in truth you are Odysseus, my son, who have come back here, give me some unmistakable sign so that I can believe you." Then resourceful Odysseus spoke in turn and answered him, "First then look with your eyes upon this scar and know it. The wild boar inflicted it with his white tusk on Parnassus when I went there, for you and my queenly mother had sent me to Autolycus, my mother's dear father, so I could be given those gifts which he promised me and consented to when he came to us. Or come then, let me tell you of the trees and the well-worked orchard which you gave me once. I asked you of each one when I was a child following you through the garden. We went among the trees, and you named them all and told me what each one was, and you gave me 13 pear trees, and 10 apple trees, and 40 fig trees, and so also you named the 50 vines you would give. Each of them bore regularly, for there were grapes at every stage upon them, whenever the seasons of Zeus came down from the sky upon them, to make them heavy." I want to suggest that the reason for the lie is so that Odysseus will be forced to prove that he is Odysseus to his father. And the most important element of that proof is not the scar, which we already know about from it having been revealed to Eurycleia earlier in the Odyssey. No, the most important part of the proof is about this orchard, Laertes' orchard. And we've got two tremendously important things going on here. Thing one is the way that this orchard fulfills the two previous gardens and orchards that we saw way back in the Calypso lecture. Remember Calypso's wild garden, Alcinous' cultivated but magical orchard, and here we have Laertes' orchard, which is a fruitful orchard, but still a regular, human, real-life orchard in this very tough plot of land where Laertes lives. And Odysseus knows every tree and every vine of it. And this is the ultimate proof that he is Odysseus and he has come home to his land of Ithaca. But what's truly spectacular is the way that this moment in Book 24 connects to the crucial moment in Book 23 when Odysseus proves himself to Penelope to be Odysseus by means of Penelope's bed trick, as it's usually called. Remember, Penelope gets Odysseus to reveal that Odysseus knows what's going on when Penelope says, "Let's move Odysseus's bed," because Odysseus knows that to move that bed, you'd have to cut down his special olive tree around which his marriage bed was built, where Telemachus was conceived. The center of the world of Odysseus's Nostos is there in that bedroom with the secret of the bed, and Penelope, he thinks, has cut it down. Again, we're talking about a long symbol. Again, you can import Freudian notions if you want, notions of castration, but you don't have to. The idea is that that bed at the center of his household is what makes him the Andra of Ithaca. And this moment in Book 24, when he proves himself to his father by means of trees, cannot but make us think of his proof of himself to Penelope by means of trees. He is the man who belongs on Ithaca. He is the man who is connected to the soil of Ithaca. And that connection to the land and to the soil gets us even further back into Book 24 and gets us even closer to what I think is going to be the ultimate takeaway for us about the Andra and the Odyssey.